And I'm Simply C.
So last week, if you missed it, I know that there were some technical difficulties. We do have the video on YouTube. If you go to Budgeting Behaviors with T, you will find that. And also, if you go to Facebook, we have it in there also. It is Let's Talk Money. And then you can, in the search, you can put at Girls Talk Money. So a little highlights from last week's show. A couple of things we want you guys to know is you will pay taxes on that unemployment. So be prepared.
For sure.
Yes. And if you have loved ones that didn't get a stimulus check that you think may be eligible,
Yes.
you might want to, there's a form you get with a tax preparer, and there's a form. Don't know the name of it, sorry, but there's a form that they can fill out and get you that money. Mm-hmm. The last but not least, don't pay fees for instant gratification.
That's them rapid what are they called now?
Advance loan.
Something. It used to be rapid refund.
Yes.
People our age know what we talking about.
That's something you don't want to do. You could be using that money for investing or paying off debt or whatnot.
Yes, because it's expensive. What, $400 or $500? Just depends.
Yeah, I think that's what they were saying. And then the high fees that you're paying, high interest, I think they said something like
36%.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is very crazy. So save that money.
Yes. So we have a very, very, very dear friend and special guest.
Yes, Mr. Keir Space. You probably know him better as Junior from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. He's an Emmy nominated. He was an Emmy nomination for the top talk show for the Steve Harvey talk show. So, Keir, won't you come on up in his joint?
Yeah, I'm in here.
Hey,
yeah, that was great. I don't even know who y'all are, first of all. I don't know Money T and Simply C. I don't know them. But Tiffany and Mel, that's who I know. Where in the world would we pick these names? Who was it a committee? Did we just
it was a committee.
Yeah, I don't know where y'all got this. What was wrong with Tiffany? Wasn't good enough? Talking about money with Tiffany, that wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, too long.
Money T and Simply C. It sounds like a drink.
I feel like a drink right about now.
What's going on?
Hey,
not much.
Oh my gosh, proud of y'all. I can't believe y'all got a show. This is great.
Ain't it crazy? We don't even know where this came from. Like just dropped out of the sky, bam, right onto the table. So, but we excited.
It's good that y'all helping people though. That's a good thing. You're just helping people. That's all it is.
Right.
You know, I don't know why the word money scares a lot of people because sometimes they're mostly probably embarrassed about their funds, to be honest. You know, and you don't want you to know that, you know, we like to front like we're doing great, but our finances be on life support.
Boy, you ain't lying.
Yes. That's why that statistic, 78% of Americans live in paycheck to paycheck, and it doesn't matter how much money you make.
Yeah, shoot, I'm coming off a ventilator myself.
Yeah, absolutely. That is an absolute true statement. That 78% of more than that, 85%, close to 90% of people are overpaying their taxes.
Wow. That's funny because we talked about that last week. Yeah, we talked about taxes last week.
Yeah, they're overpaying. You know, that's why they live in paycheck to paycheck because of taxes. That's the problem.
That's one of them. Yeah. And living above their means could be another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's you know, we talk about it all the time. You know, keep understanding. There's 4 financial challenges people face. So 4 of them. Same 4 we all face every single day. Mm-hmm. First one being inflation. That's the first one. That's killing you. Because you're making the same money and the prices for goods and services keep rising.
Yes.
Anytime in a pandemic right now, they're raising, and you see the cost of bread and eggs now, they're raising the prices so slow on you every single day that you don't even notice. That's why it's called a silent income killer, because you cannot keep up with inflation if you're not making any more money.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I like that.
The second is taxes. They take the first third of your money because when you get your check, you can look right there. Federal taxes. They take it the first third of your money before you even get it. Now, taxes is what cause the third problem, debt. That's how you get a debt, because now you need credit cards. Now you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, and now that's the second third of your money going to credit cards. And the last we call is big business, which is the money trap. That's where people fall in, because think about it. Every month there is something to celebrate. It is not by accident.
Yes.
January, New Year's Day, Martin Luther King weekend, February. Come on now, Valentine's Day, March, spring break, April, Easter, May, Mother's Day, June, Father's Day,
Picnic.
July, 4th of July.
Yep.
Every weekend. We ain't even talking about, you got back to school, you got Labor Day weekend, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, then you back in the
at
cycle
New Year.
again. And we're not even talking about birthdays, vacations. We didn't even got to any of that.
That is the
That's
truth.
where people understand that's why people are living paycheck to paycheck.
That is the
because
truth.
you've been beat up by your taxes and your debt and your inflation. So to make myself feel better, I'm going to buy a purse.
See?
I'm
Yes.
going to get a car. I'm going to get some shoes.
I
I'm going
deserve
to get
it.
a suit. That I deserve it. I work that.
I work
And
every
that's
day.
The trap. That's where people get caught up in that.
Oh, he
That's
on
how.
fire.
Yes.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know a little bit. I'm just sharing what I know.
You telling the
'Cause
truth.
guess what? At one point in time, I was part of that problem too.
Right.
In some areas still am.
So what? What started your
When you
change?
know better, you just have to do better.
So
Yeah,
what started? How'd
that's
you
it.
get started making the changes?
How did I get started?
Yeah, making
making
changes
change.
and
I started making changes. I had to start making changes because I was handling too much money. I was handling too much money and not understanding that I couldn't track where it was going.
oh,
Didn't know. I had that budget where what's in the bank account because, let me tell you something, not gonna lie to you. It's hard to kind of say you ain't got it if you mean. It's like somebody asks you for some money. I can't say I ain't got it because they know. It's not like I can't say. I wish I said, man, my check was short this week. They know. I cannot.
Then you say I can't get to it. I can't get to it. It's tied up.
I need to figure out something else now. Yeah, I can't get to that. Might be better. But the other problem is, you learn that you have to learn to say no. Family and friends will get you into bigger problems than anything.
Yeah.
I think it was after when I saw how fast the money was going because this is what I was doing. I was helping my mother, right? Every single month. My father got sick. I had to take care of him and his bills and had a situation and I had to hire an attorney and all this type of stuff. And this went on for like 9 months. So the money I was making was coming in and going right back out. And going right out. The whole time, inflation is still working.
yeah,
Taxes are still working. Debt is still working.
yeah.
And big business. When all the situation ended, everybody was fine except for me.
For real, it ain't funny, but
It ain't right. It ain't funny.
No, but you have to think
Yeah.
about it. When the
Yeah.
emergency over, everybody else is fine
yes,
except you.
yep.
So
And-
true.
And when you start making money or people see you start making money, it's like everybody got a problem for you to fix. It's like,
Yeah. No. Oh, you want to? Oh my God. Oh my God. You ain't
And
gonna
then
believe it.
don't
Man, I
have
got
a
an
big
uncle.
heart. Don't have a big heart.
On top of that,
You can give
Right.
to a fault.
yes,
yeah.
Definitely.
You can give yourself right in the debt. You really can. And so once I realized that, I had to start making some changes because this don't make no sense to look up. And then, like you said, it don't matter how much money you made, but you look up, you talk about all this work I'm doing, all these places I'm going, all these people got paid, all this stuff, and not understanding how to be financially fit it should be called a sin, absolutely. Because it doesn't matter if you're 15 or if you're 65. I mean, if you got your first job or you've been on one for 30 years.
Yes.
We should know how to do better with money because we don't have these conversations that other people have been having for years, and we don't understand the processes that are out there. It's crazy that 1%, do you know how much people know to be in the top 4% of income earners in this country? Do you know how much you have to make a year? Top 4, top 5%.
I would say about 300,000 or 400,000.
right at 400,000. You in the top 4% if you make $400,000 a year, which means the other 96% make less than you.
That's sad.
That's what that means. So there are more people who need this education about their finances than people want to talk about. They don't want to. Come on now.
Yep.
4%, 400,000, 4%. So 96% of y'all make less money than me.
That's why I said everybody needs a spending plan. The wealthy people have a spending plan, and that's how they keep their money.
Well, there's a few ways they do it. First thing they need to do, everybody needs to do, is you need to get a business. That's the first thing. If you're getting a check in your name, you're losing. I'm just going to tell you now. You're losing.
Right.
You have to get a business. You don't have to go get no brick and mortar. You can have a home-based business.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what your business is. The only thing you need to know is that you have a business so you get the tax write-off. That's how you win. Taxes, people. That's the only way you win. Do you know by having a home-based business, you get to write off stuff you use every single day? My cell phone bill, this is a tax deduction. My internet is a tax deduction. A portion of my rent or mortgage is a tax deduction.
Yes.
Everything, I go to the cleaners. My entire lifestyle now becomes a tax deduction. All you have to do is just keep the receipts. Keep good records. That's it. The gas I put in my truck is a tax deduction.
I took a friend to lunch. Tax deduction.
If you're taking friends to lunch, it's a tax deduction.
Yes.
When you travel, you buy a plane ticket, it is a tax deduction. Do you understand how fast that money adds up? And there's nothing you can do.
Right.
Just by having a home-based business, you get $12,000 tax deduction just for living in this country. Your first $12,000 you earn is not taxable.
Right.
If you have a home-based business, then you get a tax deduction for that. That's like 15 grand. That's 27,000 of your first, whatever much money you make cannot be taxed because you have a business. Man, people just don't understand. Careless Entertainment is my home-based business. What does it do? Whatever I do.
And what you doing?
Might go eat. I am private property. I'm incorporated. I'm a business. That's what it does. It's me. I mean, y'all know it's radio, the whole nine. So if you're getting a check in your name, you're a W-2 employee. You're in the highest tax bracket.
Yeah.
This country was not set up for workers. This company is set up for businesses.
Right.
It's a very big difference.
Yeah.
When they had the stimulus checks go out, who you think got them first? Remember the Lakers got $10 million? Shake Shack got about $10 million. Do they need help? The Lakers needed help.
What? Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So you understand that this country is set up for businesses. So if you wanted to win, it's called capitalism, not socialism. This is a capitalistic society. If you don't know the rules to the game, how can you win?
Yeah. Play or win.
Right.
Period.
You can't.
Okay, so we're back with Kier, a.k.a. Junior, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Where were we? I think we were on home-based businesses.
Yeah.
How to benefit from that.
Yeah. How to benefit from that. I mean, the fact that you just have to have a business. I mean, it's just the fact that you, an entity of yourself, can be a business. The tax laws are just set up for businesses, and they don't understand it. Who you think wrote the rules?
Right.
They make the laws. If you're gonna write the rules to a game, when you write the rules in your favor,
Of course.
and so that's what happens is that people understand that. Hey, hold on. A simple home-based business, just declaring yourself as a home-based business, will save you thousands. And look here, it don't matter if the business make money or not.
That's right. They allow you first 3 years anyway.
Yes, exactly.
So just being
My
able to
bad.
have them.
I almost lost y'all.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
somebody was calling. I almost lost y'all.
Well, you need to make sure you turn your phone on Do Not Disturb.
So but that's the gist of it. Before that, like I said, I remember I had to write a check one time. First time I had to pay taxes, right? And I was telling Tiffany about it, and it hurt my feelings because I know I wasn't doing something right. Because it's not how much money you make; it's how much money you can keep.
Mm-hmm.
And
Truth.
so I had to write a check to the government for $35,000, right? And you don't just write that check. You have to take your time. 35,000 is not, it's really a long word, but it's longer when it's on a check that you have to write out. I wrote the top line for the T and my hand was shaking. I just dropped the pen and just went in the bathroom, had to cry about it for about an hour. And it was just.
Are you having flashbacks?
Right.
I don't know. People keep texting. I'm sorry.
I'm like, are you having flashbacks or what? What is going on?
Yeah, so,
Tell
and
Steve
it's
he's going to have to
just,
wait.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. Saturday afternoon, everybody know you're at home because we in COVID. They know you're at home. See, they know you're at home. You can't hide.
You can't hide.
They know you're at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, okay, can't talk right now. But yeah, so that, that alone, I knew I had to change my habits. Like you have to pivot. You had to do something different.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I had to learn. I remember the first thing Mr. Harvey told me when I got hired. And I didn't understand because I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I was young. And he said, hey, man, first thing you need to do is get a business.
Mm.
I was like, well, why need a business? I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea that IRS wants their money. They do not. They ask Wesley if he paying taxes now. ask Ron Isley if he paying taxes now.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not playing. So that's part of it. Just get you a home-based business. Start. See, everything that you deduct. You can see businesses don't get taxed right away. Right. Businesses write out all the expense reports. What's left
Gets
they get
taxed.
taxed on that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that gets taxed. Okay, it's not like that. It's just on the other way. So let's say you make 50,000. You just 50,000, and let's say 100,000. We just say 100,000. Just make the number easy. 100,000, and you paying 32% of that 100,000 in taxes, right? Which leaves you about, you say 32,000 in taxes. You ain't got no kids, no deductions, nothing. Ain't married, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You're a single guy, single lady.
Mm-hmm.
32,000. 66% of your money right there.
Lot of
I know
money.
your job told you was gonna make 100,000, and you did. They paid you 100,000, but Uncle Sam took 32 of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you left with 68. Now you left with 68. Versus if you had the 100,000 and you had a business, it's only like 15% in taxes after all your expenses, though. So then you can say, "Hey, I ain't make no money.
So I ain't got none for you.
Why you didn't make any money?" Well, I had to go eat with this client, this customer. I had to travel this place, this place. You mean people down in Miami? Yes. The business. Have
Over in
meetings
Turks and-
everywhere.
Yeah, over in
Right.
Turks and Caicos and
I had
Jamaica.
to drive
Yes.
here. I had to get my clothes. I had to do all this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they do it. That's why the companies want the expense report. Your job want the expense report.
Yeah.
They want it.
Yep. Sure
When you
do.
travel for your job, please bring back the expense report.
Mm-hmm.
So why you just don't mimic them?
Right. So I have a question for you. Have you witnessed any other celebrities demonstrate bad money habits?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say their names. They
Oh,
finna
No,
get
you
me.
don't have to do that.
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Y'all ain't finna get me on the
Oh,
list for that.
no. No
No,
names.
no
I
names.
just want to know,
Uh-uh.
you know.
Money T and Simply C ain't finna get me caught up in. But yeah, I know a few of them. Yeah, and you know what? And they make a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
but they got a lot of debt too. You know, that debt is heavy. I mean, credit card debt is absolutely crazy. One thing about interest is you can earn from it or you can pay it.
Exactly.
Either way it go, interest is either working for you
Or against
or
you.
it's working against you. And understand how to be like, like when you have a bad, like people understand how important their credit is. Like if you're not a multi-millionaire where you just go in there and just buy it right out, that credit's important to you.
Yes.
You buying stuff 5 and 6 times. You got a nice car, but you paying 13% interest.
Mm-hmm.
You buying that car 5, 6 times.
Yeah.
And your note high.
Yeah. We've said that before. People say, I can get anything I want. Well, you can, but you're going to pay for it. You're going to spend
You
a
gonna
lot of
pay
money
for it.
on it. Mm-hmm.
2, 3 times.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? It's just they don't even, they don't understand that they so far in debt that it's crazy that you get rewarded. You get rewarded for great credit scores, right? And it seems like you like to help the people with bad credit scores, but they don't. They just pile it on more. But there are people who just walk on the car lot, pick out the car, and just drive off.
Mm-hmm.
They don't negotiate loans. They ain't got to go on that loan. This ain't no 4-hour day at the dealership. Yeah, 2 hours max.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe an hour and a half.
And Carvana, you just pick it out online and go pick it up.
Yeah.
They bring it down
pull
on the
up.
elevator and you just drive
They
off
pull
in
up.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. They credit score with a 1.2% interest rate.
Yep.
They ain't got to put money down. See, the reason why you got to put money down is because they don't trust you. When you got to put money down, what they're really saying is, we don't trust you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna make you put down $12,000, and then your note gonna be $1,200.
What they driving?
And enjoy this nice Honda Accord. We love you. And they take a little horn. They driving like so happy.
Boy, you crazy.
And they over there. They over there. The salesman over there laughing, just smiling, because he's making a killing.
So I'm
Golly.
interested in what did you do? What are some of the steps you took to get on the right path? Like, was there somebody that helped you? How did you do that?
I did it, man, with this wonderful company called MWR Financial. And, man, they covered all 4 areas of my finances. First of all, I didn't have to do nothing. You just upload. Really, that's all we do is just upload the information to them. And they have experts who do everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they took my check, man, from iHeart when I was paying taxes. It was so crazy because they took my taxes. I started getting an extra $500 back in my check.
That'll make me
per pay
break
period.
dance.
That's per pay period.
Wow.
I just gave myself a $12,000 raise. That's how fast. I mean, that was crazy.
Mm.
All because I had a home-based business. They justify the fact you have a home-based business. I took a W-4, stopped being a W-2, became a W-4 employee. I turned it into HR department at iHeart. Turned it in, $500 in my next paycheck. It was crazy. Then my credit score was like a 650. Because I had to get some stuff in college because of the Discover Card thing. Everybody knows Discover Card hustle. I had that problem. But I had some other stuff. And now my credit score is like a 778. I mean, there's one company that does all that.
Right.
And then they helping me with my debt. Like I found out I'll be debt-free, literally debt-free, May of 2022.
That's
Awesome.
what's
My
up.
millionaire date would be 2042.
If
That
you
means
was,
$1 million cash in the bank. Because they give you the plan to invest,
yeah.
and you can move your date up with investment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm talking about cash million, not worth $1 million, cash million.
Mm-hmm.
They'll show you how to do it. And it's already with the money you already making. You just got to stop making decisions like, instead of buying that $500 purse, buy a $500 stock
Exactly.
with the company that owns the purse.
Exactly.
At least you know your stock gonna stay up if you keep that. Yeah, okay, it's nice to have a lot of Gucci, but do you have any Gucci stock?
Mm-hmm.
Preach.
I know you like Jordan, but do you have any Jordan stock? So you understand, that's how they do it. Hey man, they go get a portfolio, get you some land. There's so many ways. Real estate, everybody think it costs a lot to get in real estate. It does not cost a lot. Even WR Financial provides you that. Like, I'm working on buying a piece of land in California right now. I mean, there are things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
All these things that's out here, you just want to spend your money on this stuff. You don't need to do that. What you need to just start doing is start looking into investing your money, because you can't outwork money. I'm sorry, you can't. We can only work for 8 hours, sometimes 12, may work a 12 to a 24-hour shift or whatever. Money works 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
Exactly.
I like that. Can't outwork money.
You can't outwork it.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, I mean, they show you how to get a PRA account. MWR Financial has a thing called private reserve account. A lot of people don't know what a private reserve account is because you don't make enough money. That's why you don't know about it. Your money don't make any money just sitting in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what you get? 0.01%, 1%, what?
Yes, we
it's
were
crazy.
just talking about
Yes.
that. Like, you can have
Yeah.
thousands of dollars in the bank, and for that month you get 11 cents or 18 cents. What is?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't even know it.
It's
Yes,
crazy.
it's
11
no idea.
11 cents. So it is other
have no
ways out
idea.
there. Mm-hmm. It is other ways out there to get a larger interest rate on and get a better return on your money.
Yeah, and a friend of ours sent a article about this fifth grader. I don't know if you saw it here about this fifth grader. His mom bought him 10 stock in GameStop 2 years ago, and it was $6 a stock. Mm-hmm. Well, he cashed in May. He got $3,200.
Yeah,
Fifth grader. So she had bought him the stock for Kwanzaa or something like that.
with this craze on GameStop where the stock price is, I don't even know what it is now. Was it $200-$300?
It was three. Last time I saw it was like $347.
So he made some money.
From
Yeah.
$6 a stock. And she's like, this is what I teach him. Like, he's by my side learning about investing. A fifth grader.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
he made a
You
good
have to
come
start
up.
them early.
African American.
You know, that's funny because I tell you that it's so crazy. We talk about this, man. Me and my friend, we was just talking, and I said, me and my father never had a financial conversation ever in our life.
Really?
Never. We never talked about, accounts and stuff like that, and where to put your money, how to work, nothing.
I
You
think,
just go to school, work hard, and save.
and yes,
Yes.
and you'll make it. And
Save what though, Dad?
yeah,
What I say? I don't even know. Never had one.
Wow.
And that's just saying that these conversations are not had at the table with our children because it's important.
it
it's important.
definitely is.
Yeah, I think each generation progresses. It's not like I think this generation is starting to get it. We're starting to learn, starting to hear more about it.
Yep.
But like my grandmother and my great grandmother, they just had what they had, and they did the best they could.
Yeah.
We are back. You are listening to Let's Talk Money, and we have Kier, a.k.a. Junior. So,
It's a catchy one.
ain't it? When we were going out, you were talking about families having the discussion of finances with their young ones, and I wanted to bring out the African American family not having that conversation. That kind of sets us back, and we're trying to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know why? Let me tell you why I said that, because I know y'all can see me and I can see y'all. I forgot. I said, we don't have that conflict plan because all three of us black. I didn't know. I forgot. We on radio and they can't see. Yeah, African American families, a lot of them, but they're starting to do this. Not saying all of them don't, but yeah, it's but if you don't have these conversations, it could hinder your child from having a successful start because he didn't have the information.
Yes.
It's not your job that gets you wealthy. It's the strategies you use to get you wealthy.
Yeah. And
it's not, your job loves you. Don't get me wrong. Your job loves you. But they love you up into a certain number.
Yes, Lord.
I don't care how much you outperform on that floor, they gonna love you. If your salary is $50,000, they not gonna love you at $51,000. They gonna love you at $50,000. You can show up on time, get your desk, take your 15-minute break, come right on back to work. You can have all the right answers and everything. And they said you're only valued at $50,000. How could you let somebody dictate your value?
Mm-hmm.
In the freest country in the world, they told you only worth $50,000. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because information is out here for you to get wealthy. But you know what happens though? It becomes hard for people to accept it. It becomes hard to be accepted because they know the status of their finances. They know they looking good and everything, but their finances on life support.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard.
That's the truth.
That's hard to accept.
That's the truth.
And keeping up that look, keeping up that show, digging deeper and deeper in debt. Need tires and can't go buy them.
Yeah.
But you got the red bottoms.
Yeah, and the Gucci and Versace and all them other ones. Yes.
Out here just flintstoning it with the ball tires. Take your foot out the door. Slow your car down. Yes.
So how are you helping other young artists that may be coming onto the scene, just sharing those lessons learned so that they don't go out balling and spending money foolishly? And
I do. I work with a lot of young guys that's in the business, but we haven't been doing that lately because we've been in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we do talk. I do have a wonderful group of people that I work with at NWR. Man, it is an organization. It's a movement. It is one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of. And man, to see other people winning. Mm-hmm. To see other people say, I got my piece of land, actually see that. Mm-hmm. To see the joy in their face, what I'm saying, that they're actually using it.
Yeah.
Right. They're going to sit on it. To see people getting private reserve accounts, that's crazy. Because, private reserve account I forgot to tell you, a private reserve account is just like becoming your own bank. You don't hear about this because you don't make $250,000. See, wealthy people don't put their money in banks. They put their money in private reserve accounts.
Mm-hmm.
See, in the private reserve account, if you said we had $100,000 in the private reserve account, right? Mm-hmm. Now, here it is. Your money is gaining about anywhere from 8 to 14. So you participate in the market, in the stock market. When the market's up, you win. But when the market's down, you never lose. That's the first thing about private reserve account, that your losses are protected. Then, if you get $100,000, say you want to go buy a piece of property or a piece of real estate, and you take out 50, or go buy a car, whatever. You don't have to go to the bank. Just go to your private reserve account, take out the 50. But then your money still earns as if 100,000 is still in there, even though you just took out 50. So now you set the terms and you pay your own self back.
Very interesting.
Now you're your own bank. If your son needs tuition for college, take it out your account and pay yourself back. Once again, we're back at either interest is working for you or it's working against you.
Right.
In this situation, it's working against you. It's working for you.
That is interesting. So that's great. You got me thinking about a whole bunch of stuff. I done took notes down here. Every time you see me looking down, I'm writing down something that I want to look into. I'm going to Google it when we get off this call.
Absolutely.
I'm going to Google it.
I already got the information. I'm not writing it down. So don't talk about me, Kier, because I wasn't looking down
I
writing
didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I was
Money
right.
P, I don't say that. Just wanted to say that. Money, T.
Boy, you crazy. You crazy.
Absolutely.
So with all this stuff that you've learned over the last few years, so how long have you been in the entertainment business?
21 years.
So in 21 years,
Yeah.
that's about half your
Wow.
life or so, or somewhere around there. I ain't trying to tell your
Yeah,
age or
man,
nothing.
I started doing this when I was 19 years old.
Yeah. So what would your 40-something-ish self say? Tell your 20-year-old self around regarding finances.
Just talking about more, just about financing.
Uh-huh.
We talking money.
If I was my 40 years old self, my 20 year old self, don't buy nothing.
What?
Put all your money in stocks, boy. Because I'm telling you right now, you have to get investment. Buy a piece of real estate. Just go look. You ain't got to buy it, but be in the atmosphere. Be around it.
That's so yummy.
Yes.
Be in it. All you have to do, you don't have to participate right now, but if you want to do it, you got to be around it to see what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, do you know, man? One of the greatest things I'm glad I witnessed. Well, Uncle Steve took me to the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight in Vegas, right? And before the fight, there's a party, right? Mm-hmm. There's a party, and in this party, you see all these people. Bron James in here, Meek Mill, Robert Kraft, Jamie Dimon, Tyler Perry, all these people, Charlize Theron, all the people who go to the fight, all of them, the head of IMG, people with banks and all types of stuff. And do you know the only conversation they were having in there?
Money.
Money. Why do you think Robert Kraft went to go see Meek Mill? They became friends in that one room. Now they have justice reform groups going on. All that money. Jamie Dimon, the CEO of Chase Bank, he got most money in here. He controls all this stuff. Everybody talk. Tyler Perry, Steve, what in the world? It was the greatest thing to see.
Right.
That all millionaires do is sit around and talk about making money, but not making money for them, how they help people. See, if you got a solution to a problem, that's how you make money.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're making sanitizers, masks, Lysol, bleach, right now, making money. That's how. Whatever the situation, whatever the problem is, if you solve it, you make money. Uber Eats, who would have thought, hey, I'm just going ahead. Look, guys, this is how it sounds. Look, guys, why don't we just go to restaurants, pick up food, and take it to people's house? Boy, you crazy. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do he look crazy now?
No.
Right.
Hey, somebody saw that and said, you know what? Why don't we pick up groceries? It almost like we ain't got to leave the house no more.
Instacart.
Yeah.
I ain't got to go nowhere.
We probably ain't even go, like, in a minute, somebody saw that. Now they got mobile beautician stands and mobile barber shops. And I'm telling you,
Yes.
that's what they solving problems.
Yep. Meeting the need. Everything we're doing, everything we have, everything we love, it was a thought.
Yes.
At one time, it was a thought, and it just takes that action to bring that stuff into fruition. So
Courage.
Action. Yeah, it definitely takes some courage now.
Yeah.
Boy, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Can you tell
I've
everybody
enjoyed
how
it,
to stay in touch with you, follow you, wrap that up. Tell us how to get in touch with you, or at least to follow you.
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, Junior FHMS. Everything on social media.
You be tweeting?
Do I tweet?
Yeah. Twitter?
Yeah, I'll tweet.
Okay.
Twitter too. Yeah, Junior FHMS on Twitter. Not as much, but I still do. You send me a message, I send it back anyway. And it does be me. It's actually me.
Okay.
That's what's up.
I just want people to know that. They be like, you ain't Instagram me. Or you ain't. I said, would you reach out to me if you don't believe me?
You don't believe. You know, one thing I definitely want you to touch on a little bit because I think it's awesome and it just, is a representation of who you really are. Share a little bit of information about your foundation.
Yes.
Oh, Curious Hope.
Yes.
Curious Hope Foundation is a foundation that advocates for kids and adults with sickle cell anemia. I have sickle cell, and that's my passion. It's a platform where we do 5K runs, raise money all year long to help families in the wintertime when kids with sickle cell struggle the most. And what we do is we buy the entire Christmas for about 10 families every year, and it is in different cities around the United States. And man, it has absolutely been a blessing to see a lot of people that we've helped, and they helped us, man. Because I'm telling you, you think making money's fun? Wait till you're able to give it away.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I'm telling you.
That's
You
what's
start
up.
correcting problems, and my foundation has done great, man. We've given away about $75,000 so far in our short little existence that we've been in. Been around about 5 years, and man, I have done a lot of things, but that's probably my best work ever.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's bigger than being on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It's bigger than being an Emmy-nominated writer, producer, and that's probably the biggest award I really do appreciate. And
Yeah.
you can go to KiersHope.com. That's KIERS
Yep.
Hope.com. And man, if you want to get involved with us, let us know, and we'll be glad to have you. I have a great team of people that run my foundation. I don't make all the decisions at all over there. They tell me, shut up, we got this. I don't say that. I just let them run the foundation, man. And just going to do my charity work and my best work and do the Lord's work is what
That's
I
great.
really enjoy doing.
That's
So,
it.
yeah.
That's something I think the three of us even have in common. Like we just love helping people
Yes.
and being accessible to our community. So thank you for joining us. This has been a wonderful conversation.
It has.
I'm Simply C. You can find me on Facebook. It's Simply Custom Wood Designs. That's my thing now. I love making wood signs. And I'm going to hand it over to T to close us out.
And you can find me on Facebook, Priceless Destinations. And I also have a website, Priceless Destinations Travel. And I have a travel store coming soon. I'm excited about. Also, you can find me Budgeting Behaviors on Facebook and Instagram. And on YouTube, Budgeting Behaviors with T, you can find a lot of our videos from the broadcast.
Yes. Well, guys, we'll see you next Monday. You've been listening to Let's Talk Money. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook too. Let's Talk Money with the tag Girls Talk Money.
Yes, Girls Talk Money. You can find the videos there also. When we come on every Monday,
On the 8th
that's 8 a.m.
and 8 p.m.
Central Standard Time.
Be blessed, y'all.